Greetings, Love Posse. Is this world real? Are our experiences real? The things we wear, our knowledge, real? It has taken me almost 2 decades to truly understand, not intellectually, right? But to truly understand and embody the notion that this world is an illusion. I remember when I first began on my spiritual journey about 21 years ago. And I would hear spiritual teachers and seekers repeatedly say that this world is an illusion. And like we do when we're children, when someone says something and we want to act as if we know what we're talking about, we just repeat it, right? So I began to repeat. Life is an illusion, not truly understanding, not truly experiencing what that meant, just repeating it. And I'm pretty sure many of you are just repeating what you've learned at workshops and retreats and read in books without truly experiencing what you're learning, truly comprehending what you're learning. I now understand that life is an illusion, that this world is not real. So I caution you. Hopefully you know yourself enough to know whether or not you need to stop watching this video, because this subject matter may cause some more disturbance. I say more because I believe we're all mentally disturbed. More disturbance to the ego, to the mind. Once you realize that what we consider to be real, what we give meaning to, is only real because we say it's real. It's only real through social agreement. This world is a social construct. I remember studying Eckhart Tolle, and I was watching one of his videos years and years and years ago. You know, when I first came across the power of now. I don't know, that may have been 19 years ago. And I'm watching him speak, and he's attempting to help people in the audience understand illusion. And he said to practice when you see something, saying, this is what we call a tree. This is what we call a pen. This is what we call whatever it is, right? To help you, he's saying to the audience, practice understanding that we're just calling something something. And that it's not what we believe it is. We agree that it is that. We agree that life is real. We agree. So we make reality by social agreement. I began to think about this more, recently, in the last couple of years, with all the upheaval, racial divide. I began to think about why this separation in human beings, and people constantly saying the black race, the white race. And I'm like, people have created separation by social agreement. People have created this idea and theory of different races by social agreement. We've made this real. We all participate, subscribe to, agree to this reality. And what happens when you begin to see that is not real? That outside of or in the absence of human society, none of this is real. I wore this black sweatshirt today. So is this sweatshirt black, or am I black? Or are neither black? What makes this sweatshirt black? What makes me a black person? Which one of us are black? Right? What makes it real? What makes this black? We do. We agree that this is the color black and I'm a black person? Think about that. Am I a black person? No. Is this the color black? I don't know. We say it is. We agree that it is. We've all agreed that I'm a black person. And being a black person comes with different characteristics, right? And we agree to those characteristics that make me a black person. And because we've all agreed that I'm black and this person here is white and they have different characteristics, maybe they're righteous and pure and moral, and the black person that we've agreed to are black, they're shiftless, criminal, menace to society, something we have to get rid of. So we agree that the black person, the idea of the black person, the mind makes it real. We have to get rid of them. They're insignificant. Therefore, we can just kill them. We've all agreed to this, including black people who believe that they're less than and insignificant, and therefore hate themselves, kill themselves. And that'll be one of my next videos. Black people hate black people. But we've agreed to this bullshit. And because it's so ingrained, right, in our DNA, in our cellular memory, in the mind that has latched on to this false reality, this illusion, we play it out. We all participate in it unconsciously. But I got it. I am not black. This is not black. Or maybe it is, but only in human society, only because we agreed to it. Well, we have to stop agreeing to bullshit. Money. This, as you can see, is a burned, torn up, ripped $20 bill. And what we call a $20 bill and what we call a quarter. We've all agreed that this is money, but this is really paper, right? It's paper. What we call paper, what we call metal. We've all agreed to the meaning of this. Money, currency, it has value. If you have it, that has value. If you don't, you have no value. But what makes any of that real? We do. Through social agreement. Through the mind. As Morpheus told Neo in the Matrix, the mind makes it real. But we've agreed to this, that this is money. But it's simply paper, what we call paper and what we call metal. Outside of this reality, human reality, it has no meaning. But we pretty much have to both understand that it's not real and that it is in this dimension, in this world. Because if we don't, if we can't get to that place where we're both understanding that it's not real and it is real here, and this make-believe world, again, it could cause more mental disturbance. It could cause someone to lose reality. Right? To lose reality, this perceived reality, can make someone crazy. So your mind has to be developed enough. Your ego has to be developed enough for you to understand, for those ideas to coexist, that this world is real because we agree that it is, and also at the same time, it's not real outside of our agreement. Is this world real? Are our experiences real? Are the things we're fighting about real? Is science real? Is it only real because we have all agreed that it is? Our names. What is a name? We've agreed to label something or someone, and then gone further and agreed to that how we label them, the characteristics that we give things and people are real. Even the people who don't call me that, you're not going to define me, have agreed to the definition. And they play it out. We play it out, right? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Blue lives matter. All life matters. All lives matter. What are lives? What's a black life? A blue life? It's nonsense. Just repeat it over and over and you'll begin to understand. This shit does not make sense. Why does it make sense? Why have we been saying this? Because we've been conditioned. We've been programmed. From the beginning of human civilization, we begin to give things meaning, and then we've all jumped in the bandwagon, right? We never fact-checked it. Are facts real? Are they just interpretations? We just agree that something is what it says it is, or something is what someone says it is. Right? You know, I was reading a book one day and I started looking at the words and then how the words are constructed with the letters. And then I realized, what am I really looking at? These are scribbles. It only becomes a word because we've been programmed to believe that these scribbles, when put together in a certain order, means something. Wow. 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 And sometimes I look at words and I think, this has no meaning at all. It's gibberish. But I've been told that this word, T-H-E, what's a T? What's an H? What's an E? It's just a little scribble. Is the word thee. We made it up. Like we've made up races. People have been killing each other, subjugating each other over something that's not real. Hating each other. Thinking that another human being is a sub-human being. And they're the human being. What is a human being? Outside of this social, outside of human society. Are we human beings? All nonsense. We separate ourselves because we've created separation in the absence of separation. There is no separation. We constructed separation. And we've all played along. But in this spiritual evolution, it's being unraveled. Why? Because it's not real. More and more people are beginning to understand that all the things we believe are real are not real. So today, I want you to begin a practice like I learned many, many years ago and had forgotten from that video, Eckhart Tolle. Begin the practice of when you see something or identifying something, say, this is what we call a tree. We call it that by agreement. This is what we call a tree. This is what we call a white person. This is what we call white. This is what we call a person. And that will help the mind to begin to understand that life is an illusion, that this world isn't real, but it's real here on what we call planet Earth. It will help the mind to begin to understand that what we call the self is not real. What I call Tyffany is not Tyffany. That's just a pointer, a descriptor that was given to me, right? Instead of people calling, saying, hey, you. We've agreed to give ourselves what we call names. Right? And Tyffany is a personality. The self. What is the self? Right? We are accumulation of different personalities based on who we're interacting with. A personality is created. It's not real. We have created or constructed even ourselves. That's why we believe we're something we're not. That's why spiritual principle and teachings emphasize, remember who you are. You're not who you think you are. You're not the personality that has been created, or the personalities, the sub-personalities that have been created based on the experiences and interactions in your life. Social constructs. Is this world real? Oh, love posse, I love you so, so much. The divine loves you. You are loved. Thank you for your time. If this content was meaningful and helpful, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share. Also, please comment. I love your comments. If there's something you would like me to share in a video, please put that in the comment section. I do respond to every single comment unless it becomes too much. Also, if you are into tapping, EFT, emotional freedom techniques, simply refer to what we call as tapping. Please check out my tapping books. I've written 3 tapping books. Tap Tap, Tap, Tap Tap, Tracy's Hair, God Made It Special, my children's tapping book, Tap That, and my death, my spiritual grief tapping book. Actually one of the first of its kind. I Googled it. There are 2 tapping books about grief and death. One book is, I believe, just a book of probably 300 tapping scripts about death. And my book actually goes into the idea, right? The concept of the change called death, right? Tap that to healing the death trauma. Also, check out my shop on my website. Again, I want to thank you. I love you so much. Namaste. Namaste.